she thought. Surely now there can be happiness here. People will bring love inside and it will live. The house heard this last thought of hers, swallowed it into its history, and buried it. 2. The 12th of September 2008. Maxine pushed open the gate and led the way up the steps to the front door. Seb was slow to follow. He was on the phone, telling someone he would call them back. She felt his reluctance, the bad mood that fell over him whenever they came to the house. The renovations bored and frustrated him, whereas she would happily spend the day watching it all happen, planning colour schemes and room layouts, discussing where they might move a door or a light fitting. She thought about it constantly when she couldn't be here. From the first viewing, she had loved this place. And if you'd asked her why, she would have said it had bags of potential, with its original Georgian fixtures and fittings, its aspect looking out across the Rye at the morning sun, its location at the good end of Peckham, which was on the up. She would have said it was cheap, even when you factored in the cost of the work they'd need to do, which was considerable. It was a project, but she loved a project. She had the optimism of a woman who badly wanted everything to be fine. A breeze blew in across the common, shaking conkers out of the trees. Maxine opened the door. "Can we be quick here, Max?" Seb stood on the threshold, tall and sharp in his suit. "I don't fancy the full tow." She put the keys in her pocket and held the door open with her foot. "I just need a quick word with Alexander. I missed a call from him earlier." "His van's not here." Seb turned and pointed out at the street, the space next to the skip where the van would normally be. "He'll have knocked off early. It's Friday." She pushed the door shut behind Seb and stood at the foot of the stairs breathing disturbed air, brick dust and plaster. Dust sheets were spread out over the tiled floor, covered in boot prints. She called out hello, but she could tell by the quiet that the builders had left. There was a huge saw leaning against the wall and a crowbar blocking the steps down to the kitchen, a black bucket on its side. It looked like they might have downed tools and left in a hurry. "I hope there wasn't a problem," she said. He stood beside her and looked up the stairs. "Looks like it's still standing, which is all I need to know." "Did you hear from Alexander today?" "Possibly. My phone hasn't stopped." He smiled weakly, pushing his glasses up his nose. "Listen, Max, I was going to wait until we got home." She heard something in his tone, something new. She turned to him and held him by the sleeve. "Things aren't good at work," he said. "What do you mean?" "I think you were right. The rumour you heard about Barclays." She stared at him. A lorry passed the house, shaking the ground floor windows. "I mean, it's just a rumour," he said. "But people are saying Barclays have pulled the plug." Maxine looked down at her feet because she didn't want to hear this, or to see Seb looking at her with that expression on his face. She wanted to walk through the rooms measuring progress, checking jobs off her list. "Let's not worry about it now," she said. "My source wasn't sure it was true. I probably shouldn't have mentioned it." Jason's rattled. "Doesn't mean we need to worry." "No, but Jason thinks—" "I don't care what Jason thinks." She ran her hand down the smooth oak of the banister and felt the height and depth of the building, the weight of the abandoned rooms above her. "You'd get another job," she said, "if the bank went under. You'd be all right." "I'm pretty tied to Lehman's, money-wise." She nodded, taking this in. She wished he didn't look so scared. "How much of your money's tied to Lehman's?" "All of it," he said. "I didn't know that. None of it's vested yet." "What does that mean?" "It means I can't sell the stock. There's nothing I can do, Maxine." She tried to think of something to say that wasn't what she was thinking. "It won't happen," was the best she could do. "There'll be some kind of deal." He dropped his head, took off his glasses. She thought for a second he might be about to cry.